pretty heartbreaking one, Andrew, especially given your recent history with Richmond as well. What do you sort of make of the last few minutes of the game?
Last few minutes ago, clearly we gave ourselves a chance to win. I'm wrapped that Grossi came on in a pretty high, pretty tough situation, to be honest, for a kid that's playing his fourth game. It gave him in the balance. He really was able to get involved in the game, and he gave himself and us a chance to win it. So I'm wrapped for him for that aspect. We'll wrap our arms around him, understand that it's footy. Footy's full of moments, and the young fella will learn from that. But I thought the last quarter probably overall we were just a bit panicky with the ball, so we couldn't get out of our back half at all. Richmond, I think, had 10 front half turnovers, a lot of intercept marks. We just really struggled to be able to get any control of the game in that last quarter, which was, it's a challenging position to be in. So, we gave ourselves a chance, but unfortunately didn't get it done.
Mystery Rue that third quarter where you had it on your way, but you just didn't put it on the scoreboard.
Yeah, we dominated the quarter for a large patch. Just unable to score well enough, essentially. We had a few looks at it. When you have momentum like that, you really got to capitalise on it on the scoreboard and build some pressure, and we weren't able to do it as much as we could have.
I know there's a lot of negatives probably thinking at the moment given the loss, but how pleased were you with the clearance work, and especially the centre clearance work after the first 8 weeks, really struggling in that area?
It's been a challenge for us, and I thought the boys worked really hard on it during the week. The coaches did a great job. We had a few new guys go through that area of the ground, and we generated 9 shots from centre bounce. It's almost unheard of, to be honest. It gave us a real chance to be able to have the ball live in our front half.
First half of that final quarter, it seemed like you actually did have the ascendancy. Like you seemed to start the last quarter with a bit more energy. It looked like it was on your terms for a bit. How did you sort of see it sort of possibly tilt the other way after that sort of point?
We had some moments at the start of that last quarter. Yeah, you're right, where we had the ball in our front half. But I think as soon as we just did struggle to get it out. When Richmond got an inside 50, we really struggled to get the ball out. So that was the challenge of that quarter, and we've got to keep working through those moments.
Kind of saw the best and the worst of Harley in the space of a couple of minutes, an amazing goal, but then obviously go away the 50 sort of undid it a bit. Did you have to have a chat with that sort of stuff?
What happened in the 50?
So he tapped the ball out of Hugo's hands.
Did he tap it? I'm not sure.
It seemed like it, so it might have been a mistake from the umpire, I guess.
I'm not saying it's a mistake, I'm just not sure it was deliberate.
Yeah.
I think it looked to me, I looked at the tape again, and it almost just looked like a little bump where the ball fell out of Ralphsmith's hand. So I'm not wrapped with it, but I'm not sure it was an ill-discipline act.
Yeah, fair enough. And also, there was a similar sort of thing, I think, earlier in the game with Tyler Brockman's. From my point of view, there seemed a little bit of a harsh reversal. How did you see that as well?
Yeah, I appreciate your comment. But Brocky made the umpire make a decision. So he had the choice, he had the ball in his hand. Whether it was there or not, it's up for you to decide and write about. But just little things like that, they do go through the team a little bit, and it was disappointing.
You've not been afraid to swing the magnets around. Tim Kelly didn't have a centre bounce attendance today, played him as a forward, and Hoff started up forward as well. What was behind that move?
So a little bit of it is, we played TK in a new role today, and we got Liam Ryan and Tyler Brockman through a lot of centre bounces. So there was some stuff going on there to get those guys some opportunity at centre bounce. TK, I thought when he got the ball in his hands was dangerous and helped us score at different times, which is part of the reason why we put him into that role.
You look like you found a good combination though with Liam and Brockman running through there at different times, and then Jack Graham's hardness and their speed on there. Is that sort of what you were looking for, that balance?
Yeah, I think so. We've been really open about we're exploring our team. We're trying to figure out the best balance for the midfield in particular, and we'll keep exploring that.
Oscar Allen, obviously a late withdrawal with that knee injury. How bad is it?
No, it's not bad. He was really close to playing. So we gave him up to the last minute to play. I just want to shout out to Harry Edwards. I think pretty trying circumstances, not knowing whether he's going to play until about an hour before the game, but he prepared himself really well to play on Tom Lynch, who we know how good Lynchy is. And I thought Harry competed really hard today.
Did Oscar tweak that on Thursday a little bit?
No, not Thursday. He's just had it a little bit. He just heard it a couple of weeks ago, I think. Is it? I think he's had a little patella. He's heard it. No, it's not. It's his good knee. So he hasn't got it's not a long-term issue. we'll just work through that with him, and we'll hopefully be right for next week.
Late in the game,
Sorry, Andrew, you know as much as anyone about guys like Nankervis, Broad, Loston. How much were they the difference with the work they did in that last quarter? Building that wall across the centre of the ground, really sort of keeping you at bay, I guess.
Yeah, I thought they had that. They were able to intercept mark the ball a bit there in that period of the game. I think guys like that are super experienced. They've won a lot of football over their career. I know not recently, but we're just going to keep putting our guys in those situations, hopefully, and we're going to learn a lot. We want to learn with a win too. That would be a nice way to learn some lessons as well. But we're confident we're heading in the right direction.
Late in the game, it looked like Harley had a bit of an issue with a spectator of the fence. Did you see that? Have you had a chat to him about that at all?
I saw it. I saw it happening live, but I've got no idea what happened. So it looks like he got himself a bit rolled up. So I'm sure we'll look into it in the AFL, figure out what happened there.
Former Eagle Will Schofield on radio on Friday night had some comments about Jeremy McGovern and a bit of concern around the concussion he's had and the amount that he's had in his career. Is Jeremy going through concussion protocols? Is he okay, and is he on track to play next week?
Yeah, so he is. Understandably, I get Will. Gov has had some concussions over his career. That's real. But as far as we're concerned, Gov's really progressing through his protocols as planned. We'll know more later in the week whether he's going to be available next week or not. But he's been starting his training as you've seen it at work, and he'll keep progressing, hopefully, and be available for next week.
Andrew, I've seen the first rookie coach to go through a really rough start. I mean, Hardwick's one that sort of comes to mind. I mean, is it just sort of lean on that historical fact just to sort of know that things can change pretty quickly? Is that like a message you drum into the group as well?
Yeah, we are. We're not looking for a short-term fix here. We're trying to build a way of playing and the behaviours that we think will win for a long period of time. So there's some little wins we're having along the way. We're judged by win-loss, I understand that, but we're getting a lot of experience that will help these guys, particularly our younger players, for a long period of time. So we'll just keep looking into that and find our little areas where we're having some success in, and hopefully singing the songs not far around the corner.
What did you make of the two ruckmen, or Bailey Williams, obviously a forward ruck, but he kicked a couple of goals and they looked like they weren't well in tandem?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought, clearly it's an area of the game that we've been battling in a little bit, so we thought it was an opportunity to try and get some ascendancy there. But for Bailey's credit, he actually got picked in the team as a forward to begin with. He's worked really hard on his game the last few weeks. He's played some forward at waffle level, and I thought he provided a good target for us up there. He was able to clunk a few and hit the scoreboard, as you said.
Any injuries from today, or all good?
No, I think we're all good. Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers.